Well, good morning, afternoon, or good evening, Mech Warriors. Welcome to MWO Comp and Trials of Combat Season 2. I am your host, just call me Ash, and I have Mr. Daidachi with me today. How are you, mate?
Another day in paradise, mate. Because it is the sun shining out here, and instead I'm locked inside watching Mech Warrior Online.
Oh, the dedication to this game that some of us show is absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm in lockdown anyway, so it makes absolutely fuck all difference to me. I can't go anywhere and I can't do anything. Apart from jerk off and play Mech Warrior. So that's what we're doing today. Playing Mech Warrior. Not jerking off. Anyway, the teams that we have today... That was a really bad, shitty joke.
It was fucking terrible. You're absolutely shit at this.
So the teams we have today, it is Division E. We have Praetorian Legion and ARMD. So I think mostly a US East-based unit, and Aussies, as in ARMD, or at least definitely Oceanic. I'm not sure if they've got some New Zealanders in there or not, some lovely sheep lovers, but we'll see and find out later, maybe. Now, it is week 4, and I will quickly flick over to the rules here. There we go. Now, you will see round 4, or week 4, is Steiner Coliseum for the 2v2. Then we're off to Polar Highlands, Forest Colony Classic, Frozen City, Hibernal Rift, and Tourmaline. We'll go through the caps and all that stuff later to explain it a little better. But what I need to do first is find out what mechs they're bringing. So round 4.
A Kodiak and a Piranha this week for the 2v2.
Jeez. Kodiak and a Piranha. There you go, guys. You can see it there. Kodiak and Piranha. Oh man. Oh man. Oh dear, this is going to be butt nibbling cancer. So this will be interesting to watch. Oh dear. Oh shit. All right. So they into the map strap by accident. These guys are ready to go, I think.
They are both confirmed as locked.
And we will, drop and go. I'll double check they're both here. They're all here. Yep, they're all here. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. The 2v2 up first. Kodiak versus Kodiak. Piranha versus Piranha. Oh dear. Oh dear.
This is going to end one of two ways. Either someone's Piranha will get insta-gibbed and it'll be GG close. Oh. Sorry, that's right, we can't say GG close. Apparently that's toxic and offensive behaviour.
Yeah. No, let's not be too toxic today, all right? We're not members of 228.
Yeah. But you know, Night Fox used to be a member of 228, so he can be toxic.
Oh, that's okay. He can be toxic. That's all right. Yeah. Oh, I'm not hearing no music. Yet. Oh, there we go. It's all right. Both in Kodiaks.
Actually, we've got to be careful. If we're too toxic, we'll get sent to the JAG Council.
No, we don't want to go to the JAG Council. Naughty boys go there. Okay, right. So we've got Mordale here in the Kodiak, and Night Fox in the Piranha, and we've got Pidzone in the Kodiak, and Fernsey in the Piranha on the other team. Now, what are the loadouts on them? Ultra 5s. Oh, Ultra 5, 2 Ultra 10s, and an Ultra 20. And 4 medium lasers on Pidzone's Kodiak. Good fucking lord. That's a steamy Kodiak. Wow, okay. And what do we have on the PL side here? We have a LBX 10.
Double L 10, double UX 10.
And micros.
And micro poles.
Okay. Well, the ARMD guys kind of have the better range. Have got massive first blood here on Mordale, who's already orange in the CT. That's pretty nice. What the Piranha needs to do here is basically, Fernsey needs to screen for Pidzone and let the Kodiaks duel it out, which I think, look at that.
Mordale's cord.
Mordale already opened Sesame, baby. LD Baba, come home. And Mordale's going down. He's one touch. One touch. Oh dear. Ultra 10s and LBX 10s not quite having the range.
He's back shielding.
Yeah. Not quite having the range there. Oh, Night Fox comes in and gets absolutely shellacked. Loses half of his mech as soon as he comes in. That is not good. That's not ideal at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not going well. Night Fox, Mordale there goes down, and Night Fox goes down as well. Because they were both open and very, very dead by the time that got there. So, wowee. Yeah, Pidzone there bringing as you can see, the very, very big dick double tap. Oh, couldn't click on it. On the Kodiak there. Doing out a whopping 500 damage. And the Piranhas, for both teams, not really doing much other than screening for the Kodiak War, which kind of basically how it plays out. So there we go. Now, to find out what sides they want. Update the lovely scoreboard here. A victory for these guys.
So, for those who may not have watched previous weeks, the main difference between Season 2 and Season 1 when it comes to the duel is that all it gives you is just the map side selection and mech kills for points. So it doesn't give you bonus points.
Just waiting to see what side they want. Team 1 or Team 2. Oh, no. They may just say, you know what, we'll stay where we are. We're comfortable on this couch. They're thinking about it. But you know what, in the meantime, we'll go to the map strat while we're waiting. Bugger it. Fire away, mate. I know you've already done some bit of doodling on there. So with this week, round 4, it is Polar Highlands and Theta Cap Point.
And they have selected Team 1, ARMD.
Yep, ARMD off to Team 1. There we go.
So, as you can see from the lines drawn here, usually it winds up with both teams making a headlong rush towards Theta, predominantly from the Alpha and Bravo spawns, because spawns don't really mean much on Polar. Occasionally in the lower divs, someone tries to get a bit smart by sending a Piranha or another fast mech on a complete Zimbabwe flank to try and get back shots. Occasionally it works, occasionally it doesn't. Mostly it winds up in a mini pulse trade war around like that I-11 ridgeline on the Team 2 side, which is quite strong, and the K10, K11 ridgeline for Team 1.
Also a pretty light drop too this week. I mean, we've got drop 1 is 3 lights, 1 medium, and only 1 heavy. It's normally dive the heavy, kill it first, and then worry about the rest later. So, but we're on Polar Highlands, right? The heavy is slow as shit, unless you're bringing a linebacker.
Linebacker, the Hellfire is also obscenely fast.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're packing on the max size engine, the most you can really run on it is like 4 SRM6 with Artemis and maybe some micro pulses.
A little bit anemic. Yeah, a little bit anemic for this. I mean, oh look, the heavies, all that happens to the heavy is it gets the shit focused out of it. It generally, in most drops, if the heavy is killed straight away, which is normally the way, because it's got the most guns, then the heavies generally don't actually output a hell of a lot of damage.
Mind you, you do wind up seeing a lot of people have their heavy sit back using, well, particularly with the advent of the Rifleman 2C running the AC2 build and just sitting in Zimbabwe and just pelleting all match long.
We could see that in, I would imagine the higher divs, you're probably going to see that. The lower divs, E and stuff, I don't think we're going to see Rifleman 2Cs today. Look, if we see them in this drop, I'll be very pleasantly surprised, but I don't think so. I reckon we're going to see, I think we're going to see a linebacker, actually. At least 1 linebacker and like a fast-moving group of 5. And then one of the other teams might try something like an Orion 2C, perhaps. Hopefully no one brings night gears or anything, because they're really bloody slow. What are the fast-moving heavies are there? Orion 2C can actually nearly go 75 k's an hour or more configurations. Actually not too bad. Not too bad. Very tanky. Very, very tanky. Yeah. We could also see, I was just the map here. Oh, button. We would also see a little bit of a fight around here because Juliet 10 hills are also quite nice to shoot over if they get there. But again, with 3 lights, it's a bit hard, I think.
The big thing is for, especially on this drop, because it is so light, the cap point is of minimal importance. Yeah, it's a factor, but because the Theta cap point itself sits in the middle of a depression, if you go in and grab it and don't get the hell straight out of it, you're actually putting yourself at a decided disadvantage.
Yeah, the old airstrike on Theta, especially when there's 3 lights on either team, you know, say there's a commando on each team or something, it just ain't much you can do, you know, like it's, you're both going to get to Theta at very similar times, so you're going to have to be very careful not to get caught out by airstrikes or any of that sort of funny business as well. Oh dear. Always fun the light drops on Polar, always fun how they play out. It tends to be generally the more aggressive organized team that goes in first gets the kill first, and then you're at a massive advantage from then on in if you catch the other team a little bit unaware. So I definitely feel like this map
one thing to
rewards
remember
aggression.
is that, especially in these lower div matches, the snowball effect is very, very real.
Yeah.
Like once two mechs go down, you pretty much call in GG close at that point.
Yep. Definitely. Last week's cast, some of them, there were a lot of 5-0s in the lower divs, which is a little out of character because normally it's a kill and then another kill because generally they're sort of all in brawling, but it was definitely last week was a lot of 5-0s for both sides. Like one team had 5-0 and then the next week someone would 5-0 the next guy. So.
Alright, so ARMD have locked. One thing that's interesting about this matchup is that this is very much a throwback to when you and I first started comp, because the very first match we played in was ARMD versus PL. In the old Battle for Midway 4v4 format.
Very, that was 3 or 4 years ago now. Wow.
Almost 5 years ago, man.
Geez, 5 years?
Yeah, late 2015.
2015. Oh, no, that would have been before my time, because I started December 2015.
You were around, like, right at the end of it. I think we got you for, like, one drop, and then after that, we started talking about putting a team together for Worlds 2016.
Yeah, the Oceanic team. Yeah. Jeez. Worlds 2016, playing thousands of games. Wasn't that enjoyable?
There's so much Canyon Network. So much Canyon Network.
So over it. Even today, I get Canyon, I'm like, oh, again?
No, you just need a pilot of Shadowcat again, just like you did back then.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Change the map back, by the way, because you got to...
It's on. I have to change that actually. And I changed it to Conquest today, not Skirmish, so that's good. We have to change the map, but not the mode. Got the mode right, so that's okay. Perfect, excellent. No, we won't see any LRMing in this game, guys, because there's no lock-ons in Drop 1, boys. No streaks, no lerms, no ATMs, which is a definite disappointment. I mean, I'm sure Mr. Bear from Bear Cav is like thoroughly disappointed that he cannot learn on Polar. Drop 1.
Both teams are now locked, and we get to see whether he's disappointed tomorrow or not, because 256 are playing against, I was like, Bears.
Later today.
They're playing against Clan Extra Fleek, and Yondu's casting, so it's an all Oceanic loving.
All Oceanic game later on today, but that is in like, I think about 3 or 4 hours. Can't cast it because I've got to go down to the lovely lady's house this afternoon. Haven't seen her in a few days, so I've got to go and sort that business out. But yes, unfortunately, I would love to cast that one. Oceanic Duke out. Oh yeah. With like the Asian Singaporean team of Bear Cav and the CrossFitters Extra Fleeks, who are kind of a mix of sheep and kangaroo. Yeah. There are.
Can't believe you refer to Bailey in that way.
Now we just need to wait. There we go. I hear the music. Here we go, baby.
Rifleman 2C.
Oh,
called
really?
it. Called it.
Rifleman 2C. This is going to be interesting. If it gets ganked or isolated, which is going to happen.
Because it's slow as dog shit.
And look at that. On PL side, we see a linebacker. Ha ha! Look at that. Linebackers and... Oh, linebacker. It's a
linebacker, Crab, Mistlinks, Oxide, Wolfhound.
Oh, the old Jenner Oxide, eh? The old glass cannon. Okay, this will be interesting. And what do we have on the RMD side? We got a
Veagle 2, Met K9, Wolfhound, Piranha, and then the Rifleman.
Rolling Veagle, eh? Okay. Lots of damage, but not a lot of leg armor. And Ultra 2s on the Rifleman 2C. Interesting choice, because that is very hot. Very, very hot.
Very hot.
Very, very hot. So, be interesting to see if he's actually able to spew out much damage before either A, he gets ganked, or 2, he cooks to the point of can't fire no more.
Well, I think to a large extent, one of the things he's going to struggle with is actually getting into range and getting shots off before much damage has been done. Because you need to be putting out a lot of damage on approach, and these guys are going to be doing so much fast brawling.
It's going to be a very fast move from PL. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight here. But we've got ARMD up very early, as you guys can see, onto the cap. And Nightfox opting to not rush in here at full speed of the Mistlinks. Just sort of, the team is moving together in a bit of a lemming line here. Pretty straight. pretty uniform, straight directional line here from PL.
Whereas here we go, ARMD taking that ridge line, getting sight lines, spreading it a bit.
ARMD, I mean, we've still got the Rothman 2C. He still hasn't even got here yet. And this is the problem with bringing a really, really slow mech. PL could basically just jump on the cap, full cap it here, and dictate the fight to ARMD. Make them come in. And this is definitely a risk.
And that's what you want to do with a brawl team. Like, you want to take the cap early and force them to come to you.
Absolutely.
But I think PL all moving into that valley there, major mistake.
Very, very bad. Well, I say bad. A good target for an airstrike. But they're not opting to do anything about the cap at all. Not even worrying about map control and just going to charge in blind here. Oh no. This is either going to go really, really well or really, really bad. Okay, so PL dropping off the ridge, realizing that there's basically nobody where they were headed. Sabjoki doesn't realize it's an airstrike. Pocket Aces doesn't realize it's an airstrike. That misses all of them. I think that's good. Scimitar here trying to do
Scimitar
a little...
yellowing.
Oh no, Scimitar pulling back now. But ARMD have a nice spread here. Whereas PL have now finally fully capped the cap. So that's good. This forces...
and the other thing is this is given...
there's an airstrike on the Mistlings. No Fox! No Fox! 90% down to 74 in a single airstrike. God, I hate them. Absolutely hate airstrikes. They are cancer on this game. Oh, and 58% now as well. No Fox is basically neutered. He loses another arm. He's only got small lasers left. You've got to play very, very careful in that Mistlings. You have to be very, very careful. Another airstrike out.
Side peeks from Scimitar just not paying off, like, because he's the only one poking there.
Yeah,
like,
I think...
If you're playing a brawl deck, you have to all commit at once and just pummel.
PL can't keep peeking one by one here. It's not working out for them at all. ARMD have a nice little sort of firing line zoning going on here. And yeah, PL, they've got a couple of fresh mechs at the back. They need to just execute and go. They're getting ripped by airstrikes. Scimitar's lost the torso nearly now. It's open orange. Oh, nearly red now. The Irby's just picking him apart. Picking at him. 5 medium pulse at a time into the torso of the linebacker. Oh, ARMD though still can't actually charge in yet because they have the Rifleman 2C all the way at the back. So PL still have control of the cap point. They are finally in front on tickets. And we're down to nearly 5.5 minutes, or 4.5 minutes gone through the match. But Scimitar and the linebacker has been halved. BA Animal here.
For all intents and purposes halved.
Oh, BA Animal is torsoed, and Sabjoki finishes off Scimitar there with a butt shot. And ARMD...
Fernsy's going in for... He can smell blood.
Yeah, Fernsy can smell blood. The teams are moving in now. We're looking at PL kind of running around a little bit confused with Fernsy in the mix, and they're all kind of trying to chase him, but it's not working out well. Pocket Aces is nearly CT'd. Mordale finishes him off very nicely there. Mordale getting focused down in return. Oh dear, shuts down. LFE crab there. Fernsy getting chased across the map here. Look at that Piranha running away from a muted Mislinks.
Rothman.
And Pidzone bringing all those 6 Wk2s to bear right now. Absolutely dishing out pain now, and it is not going to go well here for PL. They are going to definitely lose this drop, and I don't think with a Mislinks that has basically no weapons, there's going to be any more kills. No, there is not. Well, good opener there for ARMD with a 5-1 win.
Like I said, I think that, but I don't think that was lost in the mech lab. I think that was lost in the placement on the cap. If you're playing an aggressive push like that, you need to go, all right, rush in, take the cap, pull back, force them to come to us.
Yep, force them into the cap zone. That's what you want to do.
Because at that point, you can rush them in that valley.
You can use
that
this...
Rifleman can't provide support.
Yeah, I'm just showing the sort of the viewers at home. You can use this hill right at the back here. You know, you can pull all the way back with your medium pulse crab and stuff and just pick the corner here, left and right. Deny that cap constantly. Same thing here. You can stand on this ridge here and just sort of peek up left. Deny the cap, drop down, drop an airstrike, drop down again. Rather than sort of sit in the middle here and just get airstruck to death. Like PL moving in and taking the cap was great. They just didn't capitalize on that in terms of backing off a little bit and ate a little bit too much damage. And yeah, one airstrike. Mislinks, dead. Nuke. Hate airstrikes. The double airstrikes are just ridiculous. Hate them. So stupid. But it's the game we got. It's the game we got given. It's the buff we got given with skill tree, and we just have to live with it, I guess.
Now we just got to wait for PGI math.
Yeah, PGI Math's about to catch up.
My goat's favourite topic.
Yep, PGI Math, here we go. One more second. And now PGI has realized that the game has already been won. Excelente!
I'm going to put Cammy's theory from chat to use. GG close, GG close, GG close. Oh my god, it's GM patience!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Pit zone there in the Vapor Eagle, spewing out a whopping 603 damage. Rothman 2C didn't do too much in the end. Kind of didn't have to because the fight was won before the Rothman 2C even got to the fight to do anything. So, and PL very, very low numbers there, just getting eaten alive by airstrikes and just getting shredded there by the little Herbie, who ended up pulling 355 as well. Not bad.
That's very easy to do in that mech though. Like,
oh
that
yeah.
thing pumps out with DPS.
Oh mate, K9, great mech. Great mech. Even I can run it and not die and do decent.
And you are not a light player.
I am. Oh, light pilot. I move too fast for my brain to catch up. That's my problem. I'm a little bit slow.
Alright, so we're on to Forest Colony Kappa.
Forest
Colony Classic.
Forest Colony Classic. Put these guys around. Pop these guys around first. There we go. Now,
updated map.
Forest Colony Classico. Classico.
El Clasico. My man.
Let's go do some map strat drawing then, mate. Have at it.
Alright, so
this is going to be good, actually. This is going to be good. Cap point is Kappa. Smack in the middle, too.
2 lights and 3 heavies. So I think you will probably see one team. I think, to be honest, knowing both, having a fair idea about both these teams, you're going to see at least 1 to 2 mechs go water and try and put lines onto Kappa.
I would definitely be agreeing with you. Definitely going to see some guys going water here. I mean, we saw ARMD last game. AC2 long range Rothman 2C. We're probably going to see again. Yeah, going to see some range again. Definitely.
I would say that D4, D3 Mountain Bear is probably going to be used by one team for team 1 for cover, because you can side poke and get sight lines onto Kappa, but you can also pull back if you're being shot from the water. The one thing to be careful of is if they do send someone up from where I've marked from Charlie to get lines onto Kappa or to run over, they have to take a bit of a roundabout way because otherwise they wind up accidentally capping Epsilon, and that will lose them the match. From Team 2 side, it's a quicker path to get to Kappa. You don't actually have to go around anything. So if they've got a very fast light, like a flea or light, they can literally just do a straight line there and then just move away. The lands placements will tell us a lot. So Team 1, 2 mechs in Alpha, 3 mechs in Charlie. I think they are going to send their mechs high, actually.
Yeah, Team 1, Charlie, let's 3 mechs. Okay.
Maybe with 2 mechs overwatching from the water. Interesting.
I don't think so. I think Nightfox and Thyra, though, are more their lighter players. So, choice there. Or maybe they're going to go for a little bit of Kappa control and sort of use this area here, perhaps. This area here in terms of just the left and right pokes to control Kappa. This rock here is pretty shitty. You don't want to use that from the Team 1 side because there's not a lot of cover over it, and a very, very easy target for airstrikes. So,
well, also it slopes down towards the Team 1 side, so it's actually better cover from the Team 2 side.
Definitely not somewhere you want to be on Team 1. So hopefully we don't see them go there.
And to be honest, it's not even a mountain really. It's more of a fucking speed bump than anything.
Yeah. They could also, Team 1, just drawing it, move up to the other ridge. So you could have 3 angles watching the Kappa cap point to deny it. So, I mean, if ARMD do sort of, do try and play a little bit more range sort of out through the water here, there's not a lot they're going to be able to do to actually get that cap back.
To be fair, I think your call about what they could do from Team 1 side is valid, but that relies on a portion of fire discipline and control that we haven't really seen from PL in the weeks, and certainly not from last drop. I think they're probably going to have to go with just something simple.
And the division we're in too. I mean, it is Div E.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sort of thinking a bit higher brain here. What could you do with this drop? It was like a Div C or a Div B match. We'd probably see something like that. But hey, look, these guys are ready. So let's get into it.
The proof's in the pudding. We'll see what comes.
We will see very soon what's happening. Yes, absolutely. Need to wait for... Oh, I don't need to wait for drop in because I can already see them. Oh, look at that. Orion 2C, Brawler, Night Gaia, Daka, LBX 20, Black Widow, a Medium Pulse Wolfhound, and the other one, oh, the Mystics again. Okay. So that rounds out the PL mix there. Interesting choice to bring a...
DIV E, Rifleman 2C, Javelin, Commando, and Night Gear for the ARMD side.
Javelin, SRM2, Javelin, okay, IV4, MRM30s, Ultra 2 Rifleman again, and Ultra 2 Night Gear as well. Okay, so yeah, ARMD taking a water option here. PL coming up to the cap early, ARMD already there. Who's going to have the nuts to stay in the fight here? PL are going to have to bail out because they're getting Dakkered and IV Ford from every angle. If they sit on this cap any much longer, they're going to lose something off Night Fox, but ARMD have basically missed him. They have missed a lot of shots there, so not really capitalizing too much.
I think he was playing smart by sitting right underneath the actual platform.
Definitely.
On the cap point.
Yep, definitely. Just did not take any damage at all. I mean, there was no airstrike either. I don't think airstrikes have the cooldown ready, actually. Now, Night Fox moving back in. I think it's
interesting they put the pocket aces out water side rather than the Rifleman.
Yeah, very interesting. So... I guess the IV4 is kind of holding the flank, but ARMD have no idea. The PL are just YOLO. They are YOLO. NS are pushing, although they've stalled. Oh no, the PL push is stalled again.
They're all choked up in that valley.
Oh no, they're in a choke point in the valley and they're getting Dakkered to death again. Oh no, this is not good. Now there's an airstrike out here. A big airstrike here. What's going to happen? Is it Artie? Oh, Mordale. Oh, it gets missed.
Hit Scimitar.
Oh, hit Scimitar in the butt. Yeah. It missed Mordale, just clipped the edge somehow. So the PL lights are going around the back.
Night Fox's health going down. 65%.
Night Fox dived in way too early. I feel like the heavies needed to push first and distract and then send the lights in. So we've got Pocket Aces here. He's showing his butt to the enemy of Scimitar here, but hasn't taken too much damage for it yet and is going to be free to get in there. Now ARMD are all over PL.
Night Fox about to go down, 45%.
PL are isolated. PL have isolated themselves here from their main team. Their light mechs have totally isolated behind the ridges. This is not ideal, but the Brawlers are in range. What can happen here? The Nike is legged the Pete zone.
Look at Pete.
Yep. Seen his leg. He's nearly gone here. They finish him off. They need to finish him off ASAP. Magical Arab gets Thara down. Pete zone finally goes down to Scimitar. Oh, Pocket Ace is getting shot in the arse here. Has no idea. Scimitar just blew a torso off and he blew the other CT out. Oh dear. IV4 taken off the field. Oh dear. Wobbly torso.
Wobbly 28%.
Yeah, wobbly armed and torsoed here. Oh dear. How is this drop going to end here? It might come down to commando power.
Sonok comes dropping in.
Yep, Sonok finally into the fight here. Sonok, here we go. Magical Arab is... Oh, shivers, sorry, wrong button. Smashing into Mordale there, who's only got one torso left. One clean shot into the torso will nuke him out. Scimitar is still very, very fresh, though. Very, very fresh. I'm thinking this is probably going to go PL's way. I'm thinking. Okay, Oh, okay, so the Black Widow is open everywhere. Kills do count. The Commando's causing absolute havoc here in the rear.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's a commando. Yep. God tier hitboxes.
Okay, Javelin is nearly legged as well now, so this is not ideal. Airstrike out, misses everybody. I think if the Javelin gets legged, it's 100% game over. Yep, there we go. Yep, definitely. There's no way. I cannot see how ARMD are going to win this now. The Black Widow of Mordale is no weapons left, But Scimitar is absolutely fresh. And I can't click on the Commando. Commando's, nah, the Commando's done. There is no way this is going to go the other way.
But he at least kills Mordell to get ARMD another point.
Yep. Very important. Also, all points are important. So if he can pick off another kill, he needs to. But Sonok basically pretty fresh, and Scimitar is very fresh. So there's no way this is going to happen. Oh, no, Fernsey got stuck on a rock. Oh,
But look at the strike he's put down on next to Scimitar.
Oh, no, it was an airstrike, not an arty strike. No hits.
If that had been an arty, that would have been game-changing, potentially.
Yep. No sail, boys. Oh, there we go.
Legged.
Ooh. There we go. Hang on. He's got no legs on my screen. No, he's got a leg back again. The Commando has regenerated a leg. You guys all saw that. What is going on here? He had no legs and then he had a leg.
I saw that with a mech that regenerated the CT the other day in match.
What is going on, man? I had the worst hit reg of hit reg last night actually made me annoyed. Like normally hit reg, whatever, it happens now and again. Last night, it happened 5 or 6 games in Solaris in a row for me last night. It was ridiculous. AC-20s disappearing. Now we've got Commandos regenerating legs. What's going on? There's some funky stuff going on in PGI Server Town. Man, crazy. Crazy game.
One thing I want to point out now, we're waiting for PGI Map to catch up.
Yep.
If you notice how long it took for them to kill some of those mechs, they're all aiming legs. And I see this as a common thing in these lower divs, where the theory is, they can't twist out of leg damage, but they can shield the other leg.
Yep.
Whereas if you're shooting at the CT, people will always shield their CT, and they're not shooting you when they're trying to twist that away.
Exactly. They can still shoot you fully armed and fully CT'd and fully torsoed because they have all their weapons. So. But look, it worked out well in this instance for PL, simply because of the Nokia, which I will go from Pete's zone. It was over here, largely up here on the hill. Now, the issue with the Nokia, he can't shoot down. So shooting up at him and taking off his legs was actually probably the best course of action at that point. But generally, yeah, I would be going CTs over, or if it's their IN2C, just take off his fat torso, you know?
Well, particularly with the humanoid mechs, like, most of them have that dome at the top, which all counts as CT hitbox.
Yep. Now, damage numbers. Expecting Scimitar has a big number. Yes, 552 there. Sorry, 522 there for Scimitar. Not surprised. Oh, look at that. Pocket aces in the IV4. Absolutely dropping the ball there. Getting shot in the butt, losing a torso, and then getting deleted. 79 damage.
Double D's.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That, you know what? I'm going to say that's probably the difference between ARMD losing and winning that game, was the IV4 getting basically one shot by showing his back to Scimitar there, who came around and basically deleted him.
Well, think about what we were saying at the start about that placement of the IV4 going water instead of being around the center. If that rifleman had been waterside, it would have gotten back shots all fight long.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it would definitely have been better position in the water there, I think. The IV4 should not have been in the water. Now, I've just gone up to the map strat if you want to have a quick doodle what happened that game before we get onto the next one while I swap all these guys around and do all that stuff.
So PL made one consistent push as a group up that C4 line. Didn't soft cap FC, meant that they didn't get to cap it before ARMD did. ARMD sent one mech, the IV4, as we were discussing at length, down around Fader. While the rest of their team got sight over Capra and their lights just rushed it. You wound up with a fight around Capra initially where ARMD pulled back to the edge of C2, C3. PL kept pushing forward. Most of the fighting was around that little rocky piece just straddling the C2, C3 line towards the end. It was a bit of a messy brawl, but it worked out.
Kind of went like this. PL guys kind of came around here and went all the way around here, and there was just a messy all-in fight. It was actually the PL, I should probably use the blue color. PL Lights came in here and nearly died, actually. I'm very surprised. They got isolated on their own here and were not taken out quick enough. I think that also played a significant factor in ARMD not able to kind of turn that around. And then, yeah, Scimitar coming in the back here and just deleting the IV4. That absolutely hurt. That was a good play there.
Oh, that was a whole lot of Bukkake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think, what are your calls about, the heavy should have pushed first before lights? If you look at where Mordell was reversing because he was getting absolutely shellacked in that Warhammer, he was probably the one calling out, I need the lights to push to draw fire off me.
Yeah.
Lights pushed at that point. Would have been better if all of the heavies had pushed and Mordell had retreated back so he wasn't the one taking fire first.
If the lights went this right and then did just over the hill and then came back in, just around the back of that hill, it's only going to take you an extra second and a half. You would have eaten quite a little bit, or that a little bit better. Quite a little bit of less damage if you just, rather than just YOLO straight at them, just YOLO a little bit and then come in that way, because then the enemy knows you're there, but they also have to look out for you and find you too, They don't know whether you're coming all the way around the back here, are you coming over this hill, are you going to come back around? Like there's a bit of, oh shit, where are they? I mean, yeah, UAV.
Well, the other thing is if you think about the focus fire, right? So usually what happens in these div matches is one target gets called and everyone laser beam focuses on killing that mech.
Yep.
Even when there's potentially better targets to switch their attention to because that other target's cycled out. And it always takes these teams like 2 to 5 seconds to adjust and start focusing the new called target.
Exactly. Very much agree. Now we're off to Frozen City. What do you reckon we're going to see? Because today the cap point on Frozen City is Theta. Now, this drop here is drop 3. The tonnage is 3 mediums and 2 assaults.
From the Team 2 side, I think you'll see one of two things. Either it will wind up as pushing straight across that G6 line into the 7 line and it becoming an all-in brawl. It could be something like a Victor and a Gargoyle as the assaults. From the Team 1 side, teams need to avoid falling into the trap of, let's move up to D5 and shoot them as they come across, because actually, let me just draw that. That there is bad. Don't do it. It sucks. You will get destroyed as they walk up, because they'll have so little distance to close on you and so much cover on the approach through the buildings of the 7 line that you won't do bugger all damage to them, and they will just kill you. Instead, if you're going to try playing the Overwatch game, move up to around that E6 position. You get sight lines, clear sight lines over Theta. You have a fallback position that you can go to.
You've also got a bit better range too. I mean, you're closer. You're not further away. You're probably saving yourself 200 meters of wasted optimal too. So if you're going ER larges or AC2s or heaps or something.
So Team 1 side, they're all alpha, with 1 mech and Bravo. I reckon they're going to be pushing straight through the 7 line, aim to fight in the city. From the Team 2 side, they're stacked Bravo Charlie. They're not going to have anyone sitting up around, Sigma shooting around. They're going to push into 7 line. It's going to be brawl. Calling it now.
I think we're just seeing something in this department. Looking at the Lancers, I think we're going to see a fairly standard E7, E6 sort of F7 fight. The guys are launching now, so let's go and check that out, shall we?
Indeed.
I need to pop the leaderboard over here.
Look at you being all professional.
I know, man. I'm all over it today. It's I had no sleep.
It's almost
last
like you
night.
got a bunch of sleep.
No, I didn't actually. I slept like absolute dog shit last night, mate. Not lying. I actually got up at 4 a.m. to take a sleeping pill. So I'm like, because I need to cast today, and I have not actually fallen asleep yet.
Both teams bringing supernovas.
Oh, dude. Assassin has ER large. 2 ER large assassin for ARMD here. Okay, this is interesting. ER large supernova, ER large Annie 1P, ER large Hunchback 2C, and ER PVC Veagle for ARMD. They're going 100% commitment to range. 100%. And PL though, we've got a Crab with medium pulse, Vulcan with medium pulse, Assassin here with SRMs and a Narc. That means there's...
And ATM or LRM
Supernova.
Supernova.
Lerm Supernova. And
the Clag is strong.
And hang on, we've got an Annie 1A here with 5 AC2s and just 3 small medium pulse. I feel like it's missing a single AC2 here.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can run 5 AC5s on that thing quite comfortably. Hell, you can run 6 AC5s on it.
You can run 6 AC2s and have 1,000 rounds of ammo.
Mm-hmm. Or you can run the traditional 6 AC5 one and just shave the legs down.
So we've got Lerms flying across the map here at Radio then. He must be just in range of the locks because they're just hitting him. But airstrike though
is already down to 79%.
Supernova is already torso open and hammered, so kind of stood in the open a little too long there and took a lot of ER large burns from, I'm guessing, most of the ARMD team at once.
No love for Clag.
No love for the Clag. I love the Clag. So Night Fox is running in here.
Clagger.
Oh yeah. So Night Fox is running in here, trying to get some narc going on, but unable to do much about that. I've never seen an Assassin 21 with a narc on it. I honestly have never seen that in this game.
The Assassin I see with a narc most of the time
the double
is
D.
the
ECM one.
The dual, the ECM one with dual narcs and like one ER small.
Yep. Okay, so they're just trading it out here at the moment. No one has the cap point.
This is very different to what we used to, but the percentages are definitely in favor of AMD.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Baron down here in the Supernova. He's down at 48%. He is just getting absolutely destroyed by who's in the Annie 1P. Rightio then. Absolutely destroying the Supernova. I mean, the Supernova kind of really should be over here somewhere. He's in
the
wrong position.
Where PA is.
Yeah, he should be.
And
yeah, there we go. Well, there you go. The ER larges of ARMD finish him off there. But yeah, I mean, the Supernova should be over here somewhere in the building with Lerms. He does not need to be out in the open at all. I mean, the whole idea of...
I've been training with JGX version 1.0.
The whole idea of Narc Lerm is, make sure your Lermbo doesn't need too much damage too early, and he's already dead. This is not going well. Because now Night Fox is useless with that Narc and missing SRM launches. Oh dear. So Night Fox is starting to move in here, but ARMD are kind of covering the edge here pretty well. Obviously, some pretty good comms going on there. Sab Joke is down at 66%, but still has all his weapons and most of his armor everywhere, so that's okay. So what are we going to see here around this corner? We've got a fight going on here. The PL have decided to move up and take on the ER large. It's 3 mechs versus 4. Pete Zone finishes off BA Animal down the back there in the Supernova, the undergun Supernova.
48% in the Vehicle.
Oh, Vehicle open CT and Torso here. Mordale coming around the corner to rush in with medium pulse.
Hit by 4 mechs, 5.
Oh, the NSR's on! NSR is on, boys. Here we go. Mordale is coming in. Sab Joke goes down to that. Mordale is almost legged here. They need to get onto that business ASAP. And nearly...
Wobbly down to 46%.
And Wobbly... Wobbly goes down, and Pete gets Mordale down now at the same time. Trade for trade. So Scimitar and Night Fox left here. We have Night Fox is basically dead. Yeah, oh, there we go. On the shot on the torso there. We have Scimitar here trying to work Pete Zone, but Pete's still got a lot of armor left. Still got a lot of armor left on this. How do I click on the neck? There we go. Down to 4 medium pulse here for the Vulcan. I'm not sure Scimitar is able to get another kill here at all, to be honest. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, nearly open torso there now. Nearly open torso. Pocket Aces kind of needs to come back. Hang on. Why is Pocket Aces leaving his teammate? What's going on?
He's probably been told, go get the cap.
Cap doesn't matter.
It's 5 minutes to go. You're going to win anyway.
And Scimitar goes down to pit zone. There we go. Finishes him off. Gets the cap point, and the game is over because no one capped anything at all. No one capped anyone at all. All right, now let's update the scoreboard here.
Oh, and Toaster points out quite correctly, it's the 1A, not the 2A. It's only got 5 ballistics.
Yeah, that's true. But I would bring the Annihilator with 6 ballistics. Why would you bring 5? Doesn't make any sense to me. It really does not. Undergunned Annihilator, massively. I mean, you can put a massive engine in it, but you can kind of do that with AC2s anyway.
Look at Malcolm. 166 damage in that.
The Supernova and BA Animal.
101
the AC2's only 101 there, so 2 assaults, not doing much there for PL. Pretty much tells the story of why they lost the game, because the assaults did not do a hell of a lot at all. Supernova...
Nightfox pulling out 397 when he didn't have launches because he was carrying Narc. That's still a fair amount of work.
Could have been an airstrike. I think it was an airstrike. It was an airstrike on Pete's zone at one point, so maybe, maybe not. But look at that, the ARMD guys, ER large there, radio then doing a lot of work. That one not going so well for PL. I get the plan. Again, a little bit of execution misses today. Had that last game. ARMD had the same problem. Execution just lacking last game for them. But this game, they got the execution correct for what they wanted to do.
So I'm looking at chat at the moment. Arab, yeah, it's you might say it's armed. It's ARMD. You're the Australasian Royal Mechanized Division. So we'll bloody well call you what we want.
Yeah, I'll call it ARMD. That's it. Call it whatever I want. I'm the caster. Now, where are we off to? Hang on, I'll go back to the map strat very quickly for you while I reset the lobby here.
So we were completely wrong. You know, it wasn't a brawler at all. It was a low ground trading strat, which was also bizarre.
I've been already.
Canyon with snow.
Okay, so we had a mech here, mechs here for ARMD. I think there was 2 mechs here. I can't remember actually. Another mech down here as well, and the LRM guy from PL was in this department here. The medium pulse sort of more brawly crew sort of rolled up here. There was the Annihilator over here. He kind of just lost all his trades to what was it, 3 or 4 ER large mechs. I mean, you're not going to win the trades.
Those medium mechs, you know, hung back around that G6 line initially, and like the Crab in particular, and only pushed up once Malcolm went down, and BA was starting to really get hammered in the Annihilator.
We saw the mechs fall here, and here the 2 assaults for PL dropped here and here. Again, you can't out-trade 4 mechs with ER larges with 1 guy with AC2s and 1 guy with LERMs. You can't do that. Just not going to work. I feel like what needed to happen was they needed to sort of move the Supernova up into this region here somewhere, so that when you pull off narcs across these mechs, you can actually send some LERMs over there.
Well, and the other thing is, as soon as you start seeing blue lasers go, all right, they're ER large, we need to move all our mediums up into a city line and be ready to just push on them and put pressure on them.
Yep.
Because then our LERMs and our AC2s can just sit there plinking away without taking any return fire.
Definitely.
Like, ER large mechs will overheat if they're pressed, but you have to press them early and consistently and make them waste a bunch of heat on bad trades.
I think if PL actually sort of did get up to this sort of, even with the Annihilator and the LRM mech into this region, they could have then had mechs, their light sort of, the narker at least, sort of trying to do, even come around the back and come in through here and try and narc all the guys that are in these regions. And that could have definitely caused a lot more problems there for ARMD. They definitely would have had some problems at that point.
Once they start narc and once they start seeing incoming missiles, they're going to start moving into cover, and because they're like, well, I'm taking fire, I need to stop trading. At that point, the pressure eases on you at long range mechs. They can just plink at anything else that's not been narked.
Yep. Now we're off to Hibernal Rift. Oh,
so
away.
Team 1 have set their Lancers as Charlie and 1 mech in Bravo.
And it's Epsilon, this cap point, by the way, for this week. And it is, what is it, drop 4. So it's the big boy drop here. 1 medium, 1 heavy, and 3 assault mechs.
I think back in 2016, we would have seen like a Spirit Bear, a KDK3 leading it, and just done a Charlie line brawl push. Now, I think DACA is the way to go. I think you're likely to see like a Blood Asp, a Mark 2B.
I think we're going to see sort of mechs setting up along these regions, which would be the smart
and
place.
probably an Annihilator as well.
Maybe a medium up here just to have a look around for Team 1. The same thing for Team 2. you know, similar things, making a junkyard over here. You could even put a mech up here if you wanted to be sneaky around Theta. You got to be very careful not to cap Theta, because that could cause you some problems. You can even put a mech over here. Your team 1. You can even stick a mech all the way over there if you want. You can set a larger, longer range mech around there. If you expect your enemies to sort of brawl around here, that's how you want to set up to receive it. You can stick a mech.
They're both stacking Charlie heavily, which makes sense given where the cap point is. I am very confident I'll put a $20 down now saying Daka Epsi push, and it'll be 0 subtlety.
Daka push from both teams, and they're just going to crash into Epsilon together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, baby. Fast drop is a good drop. That's what these drops tend to be at the end. Tend to be.
Oh, look at Mazda coming to our defense. Your #1 fan. Right alongside Stone Falcon, the Lebanese defense minister.
Where is Stoney today? That dirty annihilator, Tubby Town. Where
He's
is
probably
he?
running for parliament over there.
Yeah, that's right. He's back in Lebanon. Wants parliament. Right, now. Oh, what are my buttons? Button am I pressing?
Rifleman 2C, Mark 2B, Blood Asp, Direwolf Ultraviolet. That's the ARMD deck. Called it Daka and a Vapor Eagle 1.
Okay, oh shit. Interesting to bring in the Ultraviolet with AC2s and not using the Prime CT. You're missing out on about 20-30 points of armor there. That's a little bit of a mech lab mistake there. You always want to put the Ultraviolet pods onto the Direwolf Prime.
PL, they're running the Sleipnir for Annihilated, Night Gear, Mark 2B, and a Vulcan. So no Blood Asp for them.
Rotary 2s on the Sleipnir.
What?
And then we've got the Annie 1A again with just 5 AC2s. He's going to get out-traded very, very roughly, I feel like. And 5 Ultra 2s on the Night Gear B for Mordale there. Now, what on earth is Mordale shooting at? Oh, he's shooting at Magical Arab here. He's kind of got himself in a little bit of a rough position here. Hasn't taken too much damage yet, but that's not too bad. So they're just doing some range trading here. You can see ARMD just over here. Vigal's moving up with the ER
and the
pips.
percentages are definitely favouring ARMD at the moment.
Yep.
Hey, Mordale, 74%. And
oh, wow, yeah, Mordale trading in the open there against a Direwolf. Mordale's already open torso. Oh, dear. BA Animal now taking a little bit of damage. Nearly red torso there. Red torso on the Annihilator, so not too bad. But yeah, look at that. 8 AC2s was definitely out trading 5 AC2s. Who would have thought? Okay.
Oh, Sonak almost got hit by a Giga strike there, but you know,
oh, really?
just crossed over just as the strike passed over.
Sonok here has definitely been eating a strike at some point. His back's all open everywhere. Structure's taking some damage. So we've got Night Fox here who's running in to try and cause some problems. He's going to get Pete Zone
in. Down to 55%, Mordale 54.
Oh, he nearly got off Pete Zone's torso here, Night Fox. Pete Zone had no idea he was there. No clue whatsoever. Can he take him out or not? The ARMD guys need to turn around here and actually sort out Night Fox and get rid of him. He's going to be a problem in their backs here. And these guys are only just starting to look around and turn around now. Now, Pete Zone needs to actually stop chasing him and run away. He should stop running at the Vulcan and run away from it back to his team and get some support.
Definitely, if they win this, but PL will have to thank Night Fox because that is the player.
Oh, in the meantime, though, Mordale, though, and BA Animal keep trading 5 AC2s against 15 AC2s, and BA Animal is dead. He's done. He's one touch on the CT. Yeah, and Mordale is one touch. Basically one touch. Sonok is basically one touch as well. He's lost half a dildo now. Uh-oh. Pit Zone is nearly wrecked, though, as well at the same time. But, here we go.
Down.
Yep. Magical Arab finishes him off. Night Fox trying to do some work as best he can here. Radio finishes off Sonok there. Mordale's got nothing to go on over the back there, so Magical Arab and Radio then basically just need to move up to the center now because there's not much left to kill over here anymore and help their team out. Pit Zone still alive. I don't know how. Oh dear.
Because Night Fox went on to Sab Joke and the Blood Asp.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sab Joke is getting. Actually, Sab Joke's been torsoed in the middle of that fight.
Yeah. That was what he did first off.
But Scimitar's gone down.
Going, oh, why is he not going for back? And he's like, oh. He's actually gone for that right torso.
Scimitar's gone down. Magical Arab finishes off Mordal there. They're all moving in, as you can see over the map here now. And on heat vision, see a little bit better without this, annoying, I don't know,
P stoop
contrast that this map is. And ARMD somehow get out of this game without losing a mech.
That was a mech lab. Like, that's literally what that comes down to.
Definitely a big mech lab issue there for PL there. 5 AC2s. And again, not even mech lab, but trading against a direwolf with 8 AC2s and 6 AC2s. You know, you're looking at 14 AC2s firing at you when you have 5. You're not going to win that trade. You can't keep peeking. You cannot keep poking. Oh, BA Animal there. Only 72 damage. Bit rough. Vulcan Nightfox doing some good work there. 450 damage. Definitely turned around, caused some havoc, but unable to do enough to let his team do enough. And Wobbly there with 527 in the Mach 2B. Not too bad either. You know what? Pretty good damage numbers all round from the this armed team here. There we go. Bit rough there for PL. Definitely some mech lab and strat problems going on in that team at the moment. They need to hopefully they look at this replay and see, okay, right, made a couple of mistakes here. We know what's happening. We know how to fix it. Because a lot of it's pretty easy fixes, actually. Too hard. Now, got a map strat for you. Have a bit of a doodle. I'm going to swap these guys around. Kind of didn't play out how we thought, but it wasn't too. I mean, Epsilon cap point, not too far away, right?
Well, we did say it was going to be Dako, but they just didn't push into each other.
Exactly how we thought, yeah.
Well, and they had the mechs for it. Like, if you look at the Mark 2B and like those are mid-range mechs, and they were fighting at the edge of the very edge of their optimal. If they just gone, all right, we need 1 or 2 mechs to start putting some fire down and then retreat back into cover while the rest of them are in position. But instead they just hung around that middle ground and didn't get into optimal.
Yeah, no, it's trading 14 AC2s against 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 or something. I think it was 10 maybe. Yeah, you really struggle in that fight. I think they were Ultra 2s as well on the Direwolf. So the instant burst DPS that thing has is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Definitely hard to pull that off.
Like, that's pretty much the map strat in a nutshell.
Yep.
Mordal and BA went off to the right at D5. Scimitar and Sonok went up into D4, held that mid ground. Nightfox went around C3 to go into the backs. Scimitar then dropped down to support Nightfox, where he died. For Armed, they basically had 2 mechs sitting up in the junkyard the whole game, just able to just pump out shots. And that extra armor on the CT of the Direwolf wasn't needed because it just wasn't taking enough return fire. Yeah, that's true. In the end, it didn't matter, but if you want a little bit of a mech lab edge, put the Direwolf pods on the Prime CT on the Direwolf. Get a little bit extra armor for your troubles. But yeah, it's not even extra. Like, it's not even a little bit extra. It's a lot extra. It's like 10 extra armor.
A lot. Oh, well, with skill tree and everything, it's a lot at the end. That's for sure. But yeah,
like, it's 10 base, but I think 14, 15 after skill tree.
Yep. Yeah, something like that, maybe more. But yeah, Nightfox coming in the back here doing some really good work. But yeah, just guys on this side here just unable to hold their corner and win their trades. They should have, as soon as they just saw the Direwolf there out trading them pretty hard, they should have just kind of backed off. Sort of moved up to this area here and shot across the map this way. But yeah, unfortunate. Nightfox caused massive havoc. Didn't get Pete Zone down. That kill, if he had got the torso here early, that would have been really, really nice because ARMD comms would be going, oh shit, I just got halved, and that definitely causes some drama. So just not quite enough at the right time. Now, next one. Ooh.
An oldie but a goodie.
Ooh. Tourmaline Desert and Epsilon. Epsilon cap point. Ding, 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 ding. So, well, okay, right. So we're going to see Alpha and we're going to see Alpha Lance. Now, the special one with this drop for everybody playing at home we have a drop 5, which is 250-ton drop limit, and 1 duplicate mech chassis is allowed. So you can bring 2, say, gargoyles. You can bring 2, I guess. Well, you can't really bring 2 annihilators because that doesn't work. Too much tonnage. Bring 2 linebackers. Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting because what do you do? Is it just going to be this, and is it going to be this? I mean, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't really think the cap over here in the Epsilon department matters all that much. We'll wait and see.
Well, from the Team 1 side, I think Team 2 is the stronger position if you plan on just, sitting back and pummeling them. But PL at this stage might be looking at it going, well, we haven't had much success doing that, in the drops we've tried that.
Yep. It could be a strat change. They might have thought long range, maybe they're going to change it up a little bit. I don't know.
They're locked. 3 mechs in Bravo and only 2 mechs in Alpha. Which, it's interesting.
Yeah, Alpha and Bravo. Hang on, Bravo here for... Okay, there's 3 mechs and Scimitar, who seems to be playing the heavies for them, and Mordale, they're in Bravo Lance when it's an Epsilon cap point. Okay, okay. I don't know what's going to happen here.
I'm wondering whether they're thinking it's the wrong cap point.
Maybe.
I hope not, because I would hope that they read the map table.
Maybe.
A lot of people do just assume it's Theta every time. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We will find out soon enough if they rush to Theta and they'll be like, oh shit. I'm interested to see with a lot of mechs in Bravo Lance what possible strat is coming here. This is going to be interesting. I honestly don't know now. If everyone's not stacking Alpha Lance, I'm very confused, especially when their heavy pilots are in the Lance that is not close to the cap point.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, so we've got 2 linebackers, Vulcan, Crab, and a commando for PL, who are going for the full NSR rush here by the look of it. But I drew it wrong on the map. They're on the back
let's
point.
Not drop everything in Alpha so we don't get shot from range.
Maybe.
But ARMD are running dual linebackers as well. Yep,
Huntsman, Assassin, and a Javelin. Okay.
Night Fox and the Commando, he will be heading off towards the cap point, and the Assassin, Pocket Aces.
Go through the builds.
Vaguely heading in that direction, but so is Huntsman, Paquette.
Oh, interesting that they're bringing streaks and ATMs on the Huntsman hero there. Very, very interesting. Now, Night Fox
push straight across the center.
Yeah.
Bypassing the cap point, so they haven't, done what we were afraid they might have done.
So, the ARMD team here need to watch out what's happening here, or they're going to get flanked in the butt. I mean, they know they're coming, but they need to be aware of it, and they need to be ready for it.
Also, it's a good UAV from Night Fox.
Well, no, ARMD have got a nice UAV right above these guys here too. They know they're coming. There's no way actually, you know what? Both teams, good UAVs from both teams. Both teams know what the other team is doing. Now they're ready.
Like PL will be sitting there going, right, that approach was really good because we took no damage on the approach whatsoever.
Yep. Very good approach for PL here. But now, do they make it work for them or not? I don't know. Wobbly might be out of position because the PL push is coming. ARMD control the cap point, so PL have to do something. They have no choice. Now, the Huntsman needs to be kind of a little bit back, which he is. Wobbly. Oh, it's an all-in brawl, boys!
Look at that strike right in the center.
NSR time, massive airstrike. What's going to happen here? Nothing, everything, nothing at all. Scimitar is getting hard focused here in the linebacker. Unable to take him out yet.
Righty's just sitting in the back, just clagging away.
Oh, Pizza kills Wobbly! Team kill, baby! Oh no, that's bad. That is super bad for them. Scimitar does go down in the end here, but Pocket Ace is here getting chased. Mordale shut down. Oh, Mordale's gonna get shot in the ass and killed. Oh no, he's not. Nearly. Linebacker here for Sonok for PL is down. Radio then finishes him off there with the lovely.
This is all over the place.
This is all, man, I don't know what's going on. There's 3 fights going on here. I can't possibly watch all this at once.
This is like Tango.
Mordale,
like
the crab
really
here.
Bad Tango.
Yeah, Mordell the Crab is about to go down. Yes, he does. Oh, this is a dirty brawl. This is an absolutely dirty brawl here. Pete Zone here in the linebacker is cooked. He's eaten an airstrike. He's eaten damage everywhere, but he's somehow 35% and not dead. Thyra the Vulcan here gets shot in the back and killed off. Pete Zone is still alive. Oh man, this is a dirty brawl. Yeah, this is a dirty dog brawl. Oof. Wowee. And is Night Fox going to get the kill here on Pete Zone? I hope so, because points are very important. Is he going to be able to get it or not? Commando's still fresh. Oh, another team kill! Oh, that's 2 team kills for ARMD, man. Oh, shit. Crimes. Oh, boys. Like it's a private lobby. Some people will be waiting 10 minutes after this game. Oh, Jesus. And this Huntsman's going to finish off this Commando pretty easily with streaks and ATM. When the Commando reappears, of course. Which he will very, very briefly. And when I say briefly, oh no, he's going to run backwards. Smart maneuvering there, smart maneuvering. But is Magical Arab going to... Oh no, he's legged him.
He's legged him.
Yeah, Arab legged him. There we go. There we go. All over Red Rover. All over Red Rover. So the 2 deaths on the ARMD side are actually from team kills. Let's have a look at the damage here. Rightio, Pete Zone doing pretty good there. Wobbly getting taken out very early by a teammate, only doing 198. That's no surprise.
That's the justification he'll be using.
Absolutely, that's how I'm going to go to town with that. And PL, very low spread all over there. I don't know what sort of happened here. Pretty easy to fix this drop again as well. Just not quite pulling it off. What I'll do very quickly is flick to the map strat because really, another one really easy to fix here. So PL did a great move. I actually said they started off here, but they weren't team 1, so make an error there. They started
I was wondering why you circled that. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. So they ran across here, up here, and then sort of down here. After the other, basically we had a full cap control here from arms. They moved right across here. And then PL moved up to this position here, this little rock here. And this is where the problem sort of is for PL is the armed guys had a nice firing line facing this way. PL as a 5-man team went around this way. What they needed to do is send the Commando and the Vulcan around the back here and shoot some butts, turn them around. Or even just the Commando. Even just the Commando. You know, just send the Commando in the back, shoot the butts, cause problems. Because everybody knows when there's a Commando up your ass, it's like, oh dear, we all have to turn around and shoot it. That's what happens. You know, everyone's like, oh my god, there's a Commando. Can't kill them. Need to kill it. So yeah, I think the five guys going around this side was just a little bit of an error. Good plan on PL's part there. But yeah, send the Commando around the back next time. And maybe, I reckon the Vulcan too, actually. Because, I mean, the Vulcan can easily be quite easily legged. So he's probably better off sort of trading a corner as opposed to sort of YOLOing in. And then what you can actually do, right? You can almost go around this corner. When you turn him around, you can pull back if you need to and then re-engage again once the enemy turns around. So
I got to bail anyway, man.
Yeah, mate, no worries.
Birthday to go to.
Yep. You go sort that out and I will finish off this cast. Thank you for coming today.
Well, good. Thanks for having me.
All good, mate. So yeah, that's it. That rounds out the cast for today. ARMD finish off with 45 points there, and PL have earned themselves 15 points, getting a good couple of kills here and there, even in the losses to get themselves onto the scoreboard, which does matter at the end of the season. Kills are very, very important in this season and in this competition. Sometimes kills don't matter, but this time they absolutely do. Always get another kill. So guys, I don't think there are any other casts going. No, there are no more casts going on today. So that's good. That's excellent. Thank you all for tuning in. What I will quickly do is go through the casts that are on tomorrow for you guys, because there are actually more coming up. Now, let me bring up the lovely spreadsheet here for you guys. So tomorrow, this is the one I've just done. So we have these casts coming up here, guys. I don't know why that's a different color. So we have these casts coming up here. These are EDT times and UTC times. So Bears Brawlers CXF, that's in about 3 hours. It'll be on MW Leagues 1, I believe about 3 hours from now. Yondu's going to do that for us. God Squad RJF is in about 15 hours. Same for GNX and PHL, which is a DIV A and DIV B matches. And then we've also got 3.14 and ARSN. That is at, what is that, 11 a.m. EDT and UTC 1500. I've got no idea what time and how far that away is from me now. So that's that rounds it all out. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. Been much appreciated. Thank you for all the love, all the hype, all the shit talking chat. That's why I do this. And again, thank you to Dai, who had to scoot off for family duties. Guys, until next time, thank you very much. I'm just call me Ash, and I will see you guys all next week. Hopefully I can do a few more casts. Until then, guys, peace out. Thank you very much.